Hello students, today we are going to see your second chapter of economics, that is your sectors of Indian economy, and this is your first lecture of that. In this lecture we'll be looking at sectors of Indian economy as they are divided into three categories. Let me give you a summary of this one, what we are going to do. Like if we talk about your sectors can be divided on three basic bases. One is on the basis of economic activity. Second one is on the basis of how are they organized, and third one on the basis of ownership. Let's classify them further. If we need to classify them further, we can classify them as economic activities into primary, secondary, and tertiary activities. Secondly, if we want to talk about your how they are organized, so they are organized into two ways, that is your organized sector and unorganized sector. On the basis of ownership, if we want to classify them, we can classify into two bases, that is your public sector and your private sector. But in this lecture I'll be taking on your how your sectors are basically classified on the basis of economic activity. To explain them further, I'll add a few more things for these three sectors. If you talk about your primary, it's also known as your agriculture and related sector. For example, if we talk about it can be your agriculture, mining, fishing, or in simple words we can say that anything what we are obtaining from nature as a raw material, that can be termed as your primary. If we talk about secondary, we talk about your secondary sector. Secondary sector says it is termed as your manufacturing or industrial sector. If you talk about your manufacturing industrial sector, it adds value to the primary sector products. Like suppose if we take an example, the wheat which is obtained from primary sector as a raw material, when it is converted into wheat flour, it is basically done in industries, and the price of wheat flour and the price of wheat will be different, and the value added to wheat flour is basically done in secondary sector. So that's why I said it add value to the primary sector products. We talk about your tertiary sector. It do not produce any goods, but it produces services, so that's why it's termed as your service sector. For example, if you talk about your banks can be example, your transport can be example. The secondary sector, it's the tertiary sector basically providing services to secondary and primary. Like suppose if agriculture, if you talk about, your things are to be transported to your industries, so it has to be done with your transport sector. So their transport sector is basically your tertiary sector. And from secondary, if suppose the things are to be transported to your market, so again your transport sector will be utilized. So again an example where tertiary sector is basically helping your primary and secondary sector. Let's see what is there in this lecture. I've classified it on the basis of economic activity, as the first one is your primary. If you talk about your primary, so when we produce goods by exploiting natural resources, it's known as your primary activity. So anything what we are basically exploiting from the nature, it's basically termed as your primary sector activity. Secondly, if we talk about example, I have already given you. Example can be termed as your not termed as, it's agriculture, your dairy, your fishing, your forestry, anything which is basically obtained from nature can be termed as, they are basically taken from the primary sector. If you talk about your secondary sector, as I have already told you, this primary sector is also known as agriculture and related sector. Secondary sector, if we talk about, it covers the activities in which your natural products are changed into other forms. Like I gave you example of wheat into wheat flour, आटा बोलते हैं जिसे, from through the ways of manufacturing that we associate with the industries. Next, if we take an example of this one, by using cotton fiber from plants, we spin yarn, that is thread, and wheat flows. Again, yarn, making yarn, say the process of spinning, and making clothes is basically weaving. So it's done in industries. So this gradually become associated with the different kind of industries, and that's why your came up with also known as industrial sector, because all these things which are converted from your primary sector to the secondary sector is I told you this one, that they basically add value to the product of primary sector. Another one concept is there that you should understand is you're adding up of three sectors and basically gives you GDP. So if we make a formula for GDP, it is basically the value of primary sector, the value of secondary sector, the value of tertiary sector is basically termed as GDP. GDP stands for gross domestic product. And if you talk about your GDP, it shows how the big economy is. Means the better GDP, the better the economy. Next one, if we talk about, we can discuss about your tertiary sector, as it's also known as service sector. These activities by themselves do not produce any goods, but they aid or support in the production of processes. For example, goods that are produced in primary or secondary, they need to be transported by the help of trucks or trains or any kind of transport. Then they are sold to the wholesale and retail market. So transportation is an example of tertiary. Since these activities generate services rather than goods, so that's why they are termed as your service sector. So this was your first lecture of your sectors on the Indian economy. I'll be coming up with more lectures on the same chapter. Thank you so much.